Making decisions about what content or features to offer can be challenging when you're not sure what your users do on your site or app. Industry best practices can only help you so much, but if you want to remove some of the guesswork, you'll need to collect and analyze some data. There are two different types of data that you can consider: quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative data refers usually to numeric information that you can collect through things like tracking apps or surveys or other statistical programs. It can tell you things like the number of people visiting the site, the number of email replies your campaign received, the number of products you sold, or the number of Facebook likes you generated. This kind of data can allow you to make assumptions about behaviors or outcomes and perhaps predict future performance. Qualitative data, on the other hand, refers to information that's more descriptive and open-ended. While quantitative data might tell you that you sold 10 of those new cupcakes today, qualitative data might reveal how those sales were received and if you can expect more or less sales tomorrow. An example of qualitative data in this case could be that the customers gave you feedback stating the new cupcake flavor was great, really tasty, and super yummy. Sounds like you should continue making this new flavor then. Without that qualitative data, you might not know for sure. Here's another example. Let's say your business has a contact page on its site, and over the past month, the number of requests coming in for help have doubled. On the quantitative side, it's data that tells you that something is going on, and really you can only make assumptions about why. Perhaps traffic has increased, leading to more users on the site? Well, if you get a look at the qualitative data, perhaps some direct feedback from the customers, you might hear that the shopping cart on your site has a bug, and some users have been unable to complete certain purchases. Both pieces of data here tell you something is going on, but only by looking at both can you see how serious of an issue it is. So how can you gather this data? One of the easiest and more widely used ways to collect quantitative data is by using Google Analytics. Tools like this can provide a wealth of features to better understand who is using your site and how. Understanding what your users are looking at and how they're looking at it can be extremely valuable for figuring out ways to improve your site. Using Google Analytics to track your site can reveal information about who the users are and what they're looking at, but more specifically, what kinds of devices they're using to visit your site. Another way is to build in functionality to allow your users to share their feedback directly. Not only can they provide helpful direction on what products or services you offer, but the way in which they provide feedback can lead to new ways to communicate with and engage your users. Therefore, don't isolate yourself on your own site. Get on social media and listen to what your users are saying and talking about. Follow content and people that relate to your industry, as it can provide ideas on what people want and need as the industry evolves. In addition, look at competitor sites, such as similar companies or sites with similar features. What do they offer? These sites can be especially helpful because they may have already done a lot of the research you need for you. Qualitative data can be found away from your site as well. If you work for a company, get some data from people that interact with the users directly, such as customer service or the help desk. If you're running your own site, stay on top of any email requests that come in and see what people are asking for. This may give you clues about what content or features are missing or broken. No matter what kind of data you collect, understand that if you can track user behavior and satisfaction, you can better understand your users and predict their future needs. Designing and producing content to meet these needs results in a much more usable and satisfying experience.